Nalyssa Smith and Angel Reese both got technical fouls, and things got a little chippy between the two.
Chicago's done a nice job defensively. Nice pass.
Right there.
How did Dejounte hit that to Smith? That was in our line of sight. There wasn't any daylight.
Yeah, the speed and accuracy of that pass.
Now we got some chippiness. Smith and Reese jawing at each other.
The WNBA is under growing scrutiny regarding player conduct and the league's enforcement of professional standards. A recent altercation between Angel Reese of the Chicago Sky and Maddie Siegrist of the Dallas Wings, resulting in technical fouls for both players, has heightened these concerns. Coupled with increasing on-court tensions and Caitlin Clark's recent injury, the incident highlights a troubling pattern of escalating aggression that could undermine the league's reputation and competitive integrity.
Charles,
give me that! Wow. Jesus, dude, when Nalyssa Smith is doing that to you, you know you just aren't ready for it, man. When Nalyssa Smith is D'ing you up, blocking her shot, folks, Angel, you cooked her up last year. What happened?
Tensions ran high during the Chicago Sky's 94-83 win over the Dallas Wings when Angel Reese and Arike Ogunbowale became involved in a heated altercation. The incident unfolded with just over 4 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter, following a foul by Reese that sent Maddie Siegrist out of bounds. What began as a routine play quickly escalated, renewing concerns about the WNBA's ability to enforce discipline and ensure player safety.
By the way, this started off by Nalyssa Smith going for a rebound and Angel just shoving her. Just shoving her and then complaining to the refs. And by the way, I don't blame Angel Reese for, shoving people and expecting to get away with it. The referees have shown that you are allowed to shove people and get away with it. Like, that is a given. So,
following the foul, Angel Reese showed visible frustration with the referee's decision. As Nalyssa Smith passed by and made a remark, Reese responded with hostility, sparking a direct confrontation. Instead of de-escalating, tensions intensified, prompting teammates to intervene. Both players were assessed technical fouls, but the incident underscores a broader concern: the WNBA's ongoing challenge to uphold consistent disciplinary standards and maintain accountability on the court.
Now, if I was to take bets in this, Nalyssa Smith versus Angel Reese, I'm putting all of my $2.47. I'm putting all of that on Nalyssa Smith. All right, I'm not sure it would be even close. Like, I'm not sure Angel Reese would actually want that to turn into something where hands are involved.
This confrontation was not an isolated incident. Tensions between Angel Reese and Nalyssa Smith reportedly date back to the 2024 season, when Reese was a rookie and Smith played for the Indiana Fever. Their ongoing friction highlights a deeper issue within the league: the failure to proactively address and manage personal conflicts before they boil over. By allowing these disputes to linger, the WNBA risks not only its public image but also its credibility in upholding a standard of professionalism.
What happened last year? Was it the Indiana Fever on the jersey? That made you go extra hard? Was it that other player on that team that was like, oh, that 22, I really want to show her something? Is that what really made it? Because in these matchups against the Dallas Wings, you really haven't been anything special at all. Maybe Nalyssa Smith was tired of seeing her in a meme all offseason. Nalyssa's like, you know what? That next time I play her, I'm not going to let her cook me and do me like that.
The confrontation laid bare deeper concerns about emotional control and discipline within the league. Nalyssa Smith's angry reaction, slamming the ball after the call, was met with an equally charged response from Angel Reese, who escalated the situation by confronting Smith directly. Teammates were forced to intervene physically to prevent further escalation. The league's response, limited to issuing technical fouls, feels insufficient. This light-touch approach raises pressing questions about whether the WNBA is doing enough to deter volatile behavior and protect player safety.
And if you guys don't remember, like, even last season, the two of them were getting into it through the entire season. The two of them were getting into it, and you saw, literally, when the referees tried to break it up, you saw them just go like, don't. Like, the two of them want to get into it. And again, this is a rivalry.
The Reese-Smith altercation reflects a broader trend of escalating physicality in the WNBA. Earlier in the season opener, Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark were involved in a tense exchange that resulted in multiple fouls. Clark was assessed a flagrant foul, while Reese and Aaliyah Boston received technicals. Although Clark later characterized the play as a routine take foul, The official's decision to upgrade it to a flagrant suggests that even standard contact is being reinterpreted in the context of heightened intensity. While Clark responded with composure, Reese's repeated involvement in such confrontations underscores the league's urgent need to establish clearer behavioral expectations and enforce them consistently.
Through your perspective on the flagrant foul, what was the point you were trying to make to her?
It's just a good take foul, you know? If either Angel gets wide open 2 points or, we send him to the free throw line. Nothing malicious about it. It's just a good take foul. Every basketball player knows that.
The growing pattern of confrontations and technical fouls poses a serious threat to the WNBA's aspirations for growth and legitimacy. Fans tune in to witness elite basketball, not sideline disputes and emotional outbursts. These incidents divert attention from the league's deep talent pool and diminish the spotlight on athletes who consistently display professionalism and poise. As the divide widens between those who thrive under pressure and those who succumb to it, controversy risks overshadowing skill, distorting the league's narrative and diverting recognition from the players who truly deserve it.
Angel Reese playing like trash all game, but that confidence doesn't waver, I guess, right? The arrogance doesn't waver, right? We could miss layups, we can miss shots, but that confidence doesn't waver at all. I mean, look at this. Angel Reese, after going 3 for 12 on the night, at this point, she has a historic play where she elbows Dejanay out the way, and here we go. Move it, little girl. And yeah, Angel Reese talking that trash. Yeah! You guys can't stop me. I'm 4 for 13.
Concerns over the league's rising physicality have only deepened following Caitlin Clark's recent injury, which will sideline her for at least 2 weeks due to a quad strain. The injury occurred during a matchup against the New York Liberty and represents a significant setback, not only for the Indiana Fever, but for the WNBA's broader commercial momentum. While the strain wasn't the result of a specific collision, the increasingly physical nature of play raises important questions about how the league protects its marquee talents, players whose presence is essential to driving fan engagement, media attention, and long-term growth.
So the WNBA might as well just name Caitlin Clark the MVP right now, because so far she's missed 2 games due to injury, and not only have the Fever lost both games, but now in this one, they lost to quite possibly the worst team in the league, which just shows how important of a piece she is to that team. She's averaging 19 points, 9 assists, and 6 rebounds a game this year in the 4 games she played. She is super important to that team, and it's proving it that she is the most valuable player on that team.
Clark's injury underscores the importance of protecting players who not only elevate the level of play but also embody the values the league seeks to promote. Her response to recent controversies, such as the high-profile foul involving Angel Reese, has consistently reflected composure and maturity. Rather than engaging in theatrics, Clark stays focused on the game, communicates with clarity, and leads by example. Her professionalism sets a benchmark the WNBA would be wise to amplify, especially in contrast to players whose conduct often distracts from team-oriented play. In her absence, the league loses more than just a premier talent. It loses a model of sportsmanship and leadership at a time when both are sorely needed.
She's going to be out for a couple weeks. Let's see how viewership does in the 3 weeks that she's out. Let's see how ticket sales go when she's out. Let's see how the WNBA as a whole comes out. Because I think they're trying to make a message to the WNBA that, hey, look, we don't necessarily have to put this woman on a pedestal. Like, she doesn't need to be treated like Jesus, Mary, Mother of God, anything like that. But I think if the WNBA wants to go in the right way with these CBA negotiations and getting bigger and more prominent, they need to embrace change. And she is good change for the WNBA.
The WNBA's disciplinary system, intended to allow space for player development, now appears too lenient to effectively curb recurring misconduct. Angel Reese's repeated involvement in on-court confrontations underscores the gaps in enforcement. While teams and coaches often face significant penalties for violations, players are frequently met with minimal consequences, typically fines or warnings, revealing a clear imbalance in disciplinary measures. Compounding the issue is the league's heavy reliance on in-game officials to interpret and enforce standards in real time, which leads to inconsistency and uncertainty around acceptable conduct. Without stronger, more consistent repercussions, the league risks normalizing confrontational behavior and eroding the credibility it has worked hard to build.
WNBA refs off Craigslist because I don't know what's going on. So you mean to tell me Angel can not only grab and pull a girl down on her, no call, But then Boston got her hands straight up in the air, not doing nothing, and the other girl tangled up in her, and Boston get called for the foul. It's obviously an agenda out on Indiana Fever. Even with Caitlin sitting on the bench, they still doing this. Somebody please tell me what's going on.
The altercation between Angel Reese and Nalyssa Smith, or possibly Nneka Ogwumike, clarification needed, is more than just a heated moment. It signals a deeper leadership crisis within the WNBA. The surge in technical fouls and player confrontations points to a failure in enforcement and an absence of clearly defined behavioral standards. A growing divide is emerging between players like Caitlin Clark, who consistently demonstrate professionalism, and those who repeatedly find themselves at the center of conflict. This contrast sends mixed signals to fans, sponsors, and media partners. If the league is unable to enforce a consistent code of conduct, it risks stalling its own momentum, derailed not by external forces, but by internal disorder.